there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Third and short. Here's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. This one caught at the floor, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
4th and goal.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A 21-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Graham
3
Gano
points
to kick
on
off
that
for
opening
New York.
drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
28-yard gain. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
Space to run inside the 20, and he's into the end zone. Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Giants 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see the football for the second time. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
We'll go play action here with Dart. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Again, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. That's Goedert in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. They'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll run the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
To the air again goes Dart. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Still 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. This one brought in by Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. To the air again. Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
Giants 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Dart. Throw left side, that's Johnson. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play for the Eagles. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Saquon goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles move out in front by the score of 17-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 21
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15 yards.
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun. It's Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. You're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Eagles.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
This one not quite on target. Not him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that will lead to a second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
That's Goddard in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third down and 3. To throw is Hurts. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs and start over.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one and they let him off the hook.
This one is caught by Dotson. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball...
And he's got another one! Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles! That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick, that is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles extend to a 24-3 lead.
Giants 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On the return, it's covered. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin here on the ground. Woo. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big-time play for Philly. 31 yards.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First down.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts finding Smith. And an Eagle, first down.
First and 10 at the
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he will score again. Eagles make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Gardner's gonna hold on to it himself, and he's gonna get upended right at the line of scrimmage, and he's picked up and thrown down.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On play action, here's Hurts. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Brian Burns. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Hurts. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down?
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Hurts again. Short throw taken in by Goddard. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. And Gunnar Olszewski goes back deep to bring this one back. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They've got him.
As they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack. Now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll get into the slide here, but he's going to be well short of the 1st down.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants sending out their punter as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Debo on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down. Kayvon Thibodeau in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. And open downfield, it's Johnson. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Dart. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
39-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. To the air once more is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another
gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Dart. This is caught at the 2. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer.
Giants 10.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point. in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. A run up the middle with Barkley. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The key to a good zone read offense is the timing, and in this case, it took a little bit longer to get going. By the time the back was given the ball, the defense was through. They're able to take him down on 3rd down for a big loss.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
Jake Elliott.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Complete, and that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Tracy, the ball carrier. Reed Blankenship on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one as they cruise to an easy road victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.